What is obvious is Forza Horizon 5 is the biggest racing game out right now, but it's at the back of my PlayStation catalog at the moment. I even got a slice of the pie. My first episode of the playthrough beat my original playthrough in viewership, which is just amazing. I want to thank everyone. But if I'm honest, lads and ladettes, I'm feeling a little burnout of Forza Horizon, and just maybe a little bit in general. I didn't feel satisfaction in the way that I normally would. I didn't feel massive excitement. I think it's mainly, obviously, because we've been playing this game for a while now, to say the least. I am so frustrated with the gaming industry right now, and this is not a 5-year game. Forza Horizon, the series as it's been so far, maybe apart from the first game, is very much a 1-year game. And you'll probably be like, Theo, they come out every 2 years, normally. And to that I say, yes, you are correct. It is wearing a 2-year coat, you know, just to add a little bit of extra puffiness to it, to make it a little bit more bearable for a little bit longer. But I said, what this is not is a 5-year game. 4 years in, and especially with no updates coming to this game, it really takes its toll. It's incredibly draining, and I think I've seen a lot of people on the PlayStation side of things that have come across the Forza, maybe for the first time, are already feeling a little bit of the burn, and that is pretty interesting. Obviously, there's my usual shouts. I need more story, in depth, like characters I actually care about. I need substance to pull me in. But granted, I want to say Forza Horizon 5 definitely took a step into that direction a little bit more than the previous 3 games that they released. Every single one of those seemingly stepped further and further away from having a campaign and feel and characters. FH5 tried its best to step back into that role, but it's showing that it's not quite there. Basically, what I'm saying is it's paper thin. What's also paper thin is my bloody memory forgetting that I need to upgrade all the cars that I want to use to progress in this game. I didn't follow my own advice. That was a good video, the advice video. I'm proud of that video. Oh, piss on it. Jesus. So here's a fun fact for you. I have been diagnosed with ADHD a long time ago. Yeah, surprise, surprise, another YouTuber with who would have thought? Listen, the fact I made it through school is incredible. I'm very proud of myself. I say this because wheel spins and the idea of constant rewards is what people say is, oh, it's for the sake of the ADHD. They want you to have a reward. You need rewards constantly, right? You need satisfaction constantly. You need to be provided with more constantly. And it is so draining for the rest of us. It turns out that I'm actually, I'm one of the normal people, as you would imagine. No, it turns out constantly rewarding someone with these wheels, but I've from the beginning not liked the being given everything. I don't even need to explain this. The argument that it's for ADHD brains, it's the ADHD people that ruined the game with their need for more all the time. No, that's not it at all. I had a lot of fun in Tokyo Extreme Race and I'm feeling satisfied. Whereas I don't know if I've ever felt satisfied about Forza Horizon 5 or 4 or 3. Anyway, please don't take this as I don't enjoy the games, because I do. The fact I'm making this tells you everything. So I'm going to throw it back. I think this works for normal people more than it does anyone with any kind of deficiency. Oh, boy, I didn't mean to do another one. Go away. Now, this is, once again, I'm just reiterating something that's probably going to come back to bite me. People always say, Theo, you like a grind. Theo, why are you then complaining about the grind? These are very two different situations that I would normally complain about. I hate when games go against consistency. Need for Speed, for example, in the past with its normal cars in the game, all customization is unlocked from go. That is the way it is. And then in the DLC, they make you unlock it. I don't like that. Keep it consistent. Do not change the formula unless it's inherently broken, and it wasn't. I like consistency. Keep it how I know how to do it. Stop changing the game as soon as I figure out how to play the game. How is that not frustrating for anyone else? It sounds funny, but what I want to feel is the want to do something. The desire to actually do something, whether that's for the reward or for the entertainment of actually doing it, I don't genuinely care. But I want to feel like it's worth my time, and gameplay alone can be satisfaction for that. But I'm not even going to take the video this route. I already have. That's not even the route I want to go with this video overall. If there's ever been brain spill, this is it, my friends. Even with the success that I had, and I demonstrated a little bit earlier with the Forza Horizon series, a second time round, again, super appreciative of the support on that. That's honestly amazing. I can't believe we reached that high. But the fact I didn't feel the satisfaction in that, in normally a situation where I'm playing a new racing game that I generally enjoy, but then I question whether it was worth it, means that something needs to change, essentially. So over the last couple of weeks and for the foreseeable, I've taken a bit of a step back and really just like looked at what I'm doing and figured out exactly why I felt that way. Like it didn't make sense to me. YouTube's always been about balance, and I think that's very obvious. That I think personally I might actually have a bit of a better balance with it than a lot of people. You need a balance of covering the new, the important. People want new all the time. You've got to feed the beast, and that's absolutely something to consider. But at the same time, you've got to kind of feed yourself a little bit. If I don't satisfy myself, if I don't satisfy my sanity, is probably a better way to put it, then how are you expected to keep your sanity long term? So, as I said, I've been doing some thinking, I've been doing some digging, and really figuring out what I prefer in a situation where, for example, that brand new game I played, Japanese Drift Master, although it doesn't hit the target, say, that Forza Horizon would in like viewership, in just interest, it interested me a hell of a lot more than the alternative. And it is frustrating sometimes when, you know, you do a series like that, and ultimately it performs to the point where it might not have even been worth doing all the way through. But I'm kind of getting to the point where, like, I need a balance a little bit more the other way right now. I need to focus specifically more so on doing things that are actually going to mean that I actually am excited and interested in doing the thing, rather than doing episode 27 million of Forza Horizon 5. Again, I'm not complaining that Forza Horizon 5 is the worst game in the world, because it's quite frankly not. Something that's become obvious to me is that I really like the new smaller games. That's something that I absolutely love. Bringing that to eyes that normally wouldn't see it. Smaller games, whether you're excited or not, is going to be the way forward for the foreseeable. All the big IP is taking quite a lot more time than it used to, and whether that'll improve over time, which I should hope it would, because there's just no way it's sustainable otherwise.
You're one of the biggest superstars we've ever had, so
yeah, I'm the biggest
what if we put you in the
superstar
Hall of Fame?
Whoa,
You're on your way
Hall of
there
Fame.
anyway. Let's just take it one adventure at a time.
Yeah, it's amazing. Let's do the Vocho. You're so good driving. You're the best driver in the world. So, smaller games, talking about upcoming game topics, news, information about the industry at large, talking more about hardware, talking about handhelds, and ultimately enjoying those games when they come around, like Night Runners. How can you not be excited for Night Runners? But back to JDM, it was a fresh perspective on a game. It was simple, but they, in my opinion, pushed the bounds of what's possible in a smaller game that we've not really seen before, like actual story, characters. You got like not cutscenes, but you had the manga. It was just fresh and interesting and exciting, and I'm glad I played through it. I felt satisfied, even if the series didn't necessarily push as far as something else. And that's, again, it's more of a me just realizing this myself. Smaller IP or newer IP generally take more creative chances than anything. And this is something we're seeing throughout the industry. People leaving studios because of the fact that they feel limited, locked down, and obviously frustrated making the same thing over and over again when they want to branch and do something a little different, a little bit more interesting. And even if they're not successful, I'm sure they feel satisfied in themselves that they got it out of their systems. I love The Crew 1 for the same reason. They thought, what do we do? How about the whole United States of America? Oh, that's not enough of a unique selling point. It's an RPG. It's a car PG. Oh, that's also not enough of a selling point. Let's add pissing monster trucks and drag cars and why? Crazy. So going forward, I obviously want to make sure I can do this sanely long term. And so to do that, we're going to make a few adjustments. I mean, I've already started to make them, but me now talking about it takes it to that next stage of like, Yeah, he's really got to do it now. Otherwise, you guys can hold me accountable and shout at me. And if I'm like kind of trying to fall back into the norm as such, which I already think I do a pretty decent job, but I feel like I need to do more. And this is a way for me to like hold myself accountable. So this is my official resignation from forcing myself to do certain things that feel like it's what I'm supposed to be doing when in reality, that's not how we kind of got here. So it feels obvious, right? Packing away what was normal, right, and sensible. Getting rid of the norm as of per usual on the channel. And accepting what called me in, which has recently been Mind's Eye, which I'm actually interested in. And if you have no idea about that game, please check that video out. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Games like JDM, playing through that game felt good. I felt good getting through to the end of that. More so than I did the first or second playthrough of Forza Horizon 5. Not to say I'm not going to do those. And my portable console, I love my portable console. I love talking about portable consoles. I used my AYN Odin Mini 2 on the trip that I did recently, and mate, I just played Cell Damage the whole time. What a game! And of course, my normal industry discussion videos. I want to take you further, be more in the know. I know this industry maybe too well, and therefore I would like to explain to you the things that you may not know, because you gotta learn somewhere, right? You're in the right place. Welcome to Racing Gaming Level 2, baby. God, I missed the PS3 and 360 era of like creative games. PS2 was great, but I feel like they broke the formula with PS3, mostly PS3, because like Sony was failing like down the arse at the beginning of the generation, and they were like, we need to throw everything at the wall. I missed that idea. Maybe that's what Microsoft is kind of doing. Nah, it's too late.